Please welcome Roslyn Franken.
When I was 29 years old, and the doctor told me 3 of the scariest words that you could ever hear come out of a doctor's mouth when he said, "You have cancer," I remember sitting there thinking in total disbelief, what? What do you mean I have cancer? I'm 29 years old. I'm full of plans and hopes and dreams for my future. This cancer thing, not exactly part of the plan. And I realized in that moment when I asked myself that question that I have an incredible superhuman power. I have the power of choice. I realized that I can answer that question with a yes or a no. And the day I beat my cancer was the day that I decided, you know what, cancer? I talked to my cancer. I said, you can try to claim my body, but you sure as heck are not going to claim my spirit, because I am going to keep going and going, just like my mother. So you know what? You better give up, because I sure am not.
Just a few more minutes, and having seen a few clips this evening, and obviously it's a 6-hour documentary. It comes on March 30th at 9 p.m. on WEDU, so make sure you tune in. But if you could mention one last thing to the group that's here about cancer, what you would want them to know, the one thing, shout it out.
So my messages are, you need to support basic science, yet things are going to get a lot better in the next 20 years.
That's great news. And of course the great news will continue, but it needs help. And I guess my message is get involved, if you can. And it doesn't mean get involved just with the American Cancer Society, but get involved with some group as something that's going on right now. We're coming up on Relay for Life season. And the relays will be going on all over the community. And if you have a chance, stop by.
My message is that when you hear the statistics of how many people are getting cancer, and if there's any scientific data that says that there's some forms of cancer that we can prevent, if there are things that we have within our control that we can prevent it, or at least minimize our risks as best we can in terms of how we live our lives, our stress levels, our diet, whether you smoke or whatever your habits are, that if you need to make a change, I encourage you to do it. Because God forbid it happens to you, you don't have to say, oh man, if I just would have taken better care of myself, maybe this wouldn't have happened. I'm not saying, there's no guarantees no matter what you do, but that's just my feeling. I just thought if I can live a healthy, happy lifestyle without going extreme, the other way. I know some people who've had cancer and who are so obsessed about every food they put in their mouth that I think the stress that they put on themselves from what they should eat and shouldn't eat is more damaging to them than, the piece of chocolate cake. So I encourage you to live a healthy lifestyle, have a positive attitude, learn how to manage stress, because negative stress is just not good for any health issue.
Well, I want to thank all 3 of you for joining us this evening, and all of you for coming out and watching our sneak peek. The program airs March 30th at 9 p.m. It's 3 nights in a row, so six hours of a wonderful documentary. I do hope you'll tune in. Also, this past Thursday night, WDU also broadcast a themed night of cancer awareness programs, including WDU Arts Plus, which featured some alternative therapies, artistic therapies, a cancer roundtable with Up Close with Kathy Unruh, and a new documentary, Kids Rock Cancer. If you missed those, you can find them on our website at WEDU.org, so I encourage you to take a look at those. They're fabulous programs. So I want to thank you tonight for coming out tonight. Don't forget to stop by and see Roslyn in the lobby, get a copy of her book. She'll sign it for you, and once again, thank you for coming out. Good night.